Thanks for joining me, everybody. We're just going to be going through the weekly newsletter for Eadsy Astronomy. This is the week of May 3rd to May 9th. And this episode is just focused on what's going on with the moon. And I'm going to give some observing tips for how I pick this for this week as we move from a waning gibbous that's about 95% full all the way to first quarter. And when I begin to look at possibly observing and then some lunar events that are going on this week and some possible craters to observe. So we'll just quickly go through that. You can see, like I mentioned, tonight, Sunday, we're starting at 95% waning gibbous moon, illuminated just over 95%. Next Saturday the 9th, we are going to go down to 50%. And the moon's going to come up later and later each night, giving us a little bit of a broader window to be able to begin to consider going out and observing and imaging. So let's kind of go through this. I put a table together, and I just want to show you this. I've put a bunch of terms and stuff. I had sunset on here. I took sunset off, but there's some terms on here. I have astral twilight starts. Astral twilight is the time where the moon's down 18% below the horizon. It's still a little light to begin true observing. You don't want to be going after real faint objects until you get to full night. And I'll put that full night back into the table next week. But full night, that's your window of maximum darkness. That's true dark. Does that make sense? But I usually do begin observing when astral twilight starts. I'm going after some of the brighter objects. Think Messier, open clusters, just brighter objects that are going to be about Mag 9, 10, maybe a few just right in the border of 10 and 11. Not going to go down to 12, 13, 14, or 15. It's just not dark enough yet. I'm going to wait that hour until we hit true night. I have the moonrise on here. And then I kind of give you the visual window here. So if you were going out tonight, it's May 3rd, you got a short window, an hour and 19 minutes. Is that really worth me packing up, even a 10-inch, but is it worth packing up to 17 and a half, all my equipment, loading up my car, driving out for probably a 45-minute drive, setting up, and then getting an hour and 19 minutes in? No, if I'm going to do anything, it's going to be in the backyard probably tonight. And it's not. I'm doing this instead. The moon just washes the sky out very quickly, as I point here. Monday the 4th, the window gets a little bit bigger. It's just over 2 hours here. Still, probably not going to go out tomorrow night. And it's going to be stormy here, so not going to go there. Tuesday, May 5th, I'm getting up to about 3 hours of observing time on Tuesday. That's getting tempting. Now, when I look at my weather forecast, that's not so tempting. We're still going to be coming out of a storm, so not looking for good conditions at that time. Wednesday the 6th, we're going to get another 3 hour plus window here, good 3 hour window here, that we could possibly go out. That's a possibility. Weather's kind of questionable, but clearing. Thursday, there's over 3.5 hours of darkness from where astral twilight starts. We go into full night and then moonrise at 1:26. I get 3.5 hours. That's worth packing up earlier in the day. That's worth an hour drive out. That's worth the setup time to get that 3.5 hours in. And I'm probably not going to stay the night. I'm going to pack up right around that 1:15, probably 1:30, 1:45, and come home, sleep in my bed that night. But that's the night, and the weather's actually looking really good that night. Probably going to go out. Now, Fridays and Saturdays, I do volunteer things, and so a lot harder for me to get out on those days. But the window goes up to about 5 hours, and so if the skies are clear and good, that's another one. Well worth the time to go out. And then on May 9th, that's probably the best night. You got over 5 hours of time. And so you want to look at the amount of time. Is it worth your effort to go out? And what's the weather conditions looking like? When all that comes together, and for me, that's going to start about Thursday for me. That's the first night I'm going to look at really looking and considering whether I go out. So that's another way that I just kind of look at that stuff. Okay? Here's a picture I took of the full flower moon. The other night in my Skywatcher ED100, had a request just to get a quick image of it. So that was probably the best image I took through my cell phone, through the 14 millimeter Pentax. pretty good shot. Little chromatic aberration around it. I didn't put a filter on it, take it out. But overall, I'm very happy. I'm going to use that to practice sketching the full moon, which I've talked about it in another post. So anyway, let's go through some other things going on here. Okay, we got some lunar highlights going on. You got the Eta Aquaride peak for a meteorite shower. It's a very faint one with the waning gibbous up. Probably going to drown it out, so not a lot going on there. And then on Saturday, May 9th, you got the last quarter phase, and that's going to begin at 3:10 p.m. locally here Mountain Time. So pretty good for an early morning session. The moon's high in the sky if you want to go observing. There's 4 craters to observe. You got Copernicus, Plato, Tycho, and Gassendi. And Gassendi's kind of split on 2 pages here. I've put images of the craters here with some notes on it. I welcome you to take a look at that and really enjoy that and get out there and see if you can get that. I'll be honest with you, that's it for About Lunar this time. Trying to keep this under, I'm right at 6 minutes, so we're going to end it here. I hope you have clear skies. I hope you found some information that was helpful for you here. And we'll catch you with the next phase, which is on the planetary. Thanks for joining me.